How many times have you raised your hands in dua, only to feel like nothing changed? How many tears have you shed in sujood, wondering if Allah hears you? The truth is, He always hears. But sometimes it's not what you ask, it's how you ask. Talk to Allah with a heart that surrenders, with a voice that trusts, and with faith that refuses to doubt. Because when you speak to Allah the right way, you'll witness miracles in your life you never imagined. Dua is one of the most powerful gifts Allah has given us. It is a direct conversation with the Creator of the heavens and the earth. Think about that for a moment. The same Lord who runs the universe, who controls every heartbeat and every sunrise, has given you permission to speak to Him anytime, anywhere, in any language. You don't need an appointment. You don't need anyone in between. All you need is your heart and your voice. But many times we turn dua into routine words. We repeat memorized phrases without feeling them. We ask quickly without pausing to realize who we are speaking to. That's why so many people feel their duas are not answered. Not because Allah doesn't hear, but because we have forgotten the depth of what dua truly means. Allah says in the Quran, "Call upon me, I will respond to you." So 4:26, this is not a vague promise. It is a guarantee from the one who never breaks His word. But notice the beauty. Allah did not say, if you call with fancy words, I will respond. He did not say, if you are perfect, I will respond. He simply said, call upon me. What matters is your sincerity, your humility, and your trust. When you talk to Allah, you are not just saying words, you are opening your soul. It's in those moments when you whisper your fears, confess your mistakes, admit your weakness, and place your hope entirely in Him. That is when dua transforms from routine to a lifeline. The truth is, Allah answers every dua. Sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes it is not yet, and sometimes it is I will give you better. And every answer carries more mercy, wisdom, and love than we can understand. So the next time you raise your hands, remember this: you are speaking to the one who knows what you hide in your heart, who loves to hear your voice, and who is closer to you than your jugular vein. When you talk to Him the right way, with sincerity, with certainty, and with complete trust, you will see your life change in ways that leave you in awe. When it comes to dua, it's not about how beautiful your words sound, it's about how sincere your heart is. Allah does not need eloquence, He looks straight into the depth of your soul. A dua whispered with tears in your eyes and brokenness in your voice is more powerful than hours of perfectly memorized phrases repeated without feeling. Think about how we communicate with people we love. If someone talks to you with fake words but no genuine feeling, you sense it instantly. But if they speak with honesty, even if their words are simple, their sincerity touches your heart. In the same way, when you talk to Allah, He doesn't need fancy vocabulary. He wants your honesty. The Prophet Muhammad taught us that Allah is closer than we think. He said that Allah does not look at your outward forms, but at your hearts and your deeds. This means that when you raise your hands in dua, what carries the most weight is not your voice, but the sincerity behind it. So, how do you make your dua sincere? Start by remembering who you are speaking to. Before you ask for anything, pause and remind yourself, I am talking to the King of Kings, the one who knows me better than I know myself, the one who has never abandoned me. Let that realization soften your heart. Next, speak to Allah the way you would if you were pouring your heart out to someone who truly understands you. Tell Him your fears, your struggles, your mistakes, and your hopes. Don't hold back. Don't think any detail of your life is too small for Him. He is as Shahid, the all-witnessing, and as Sami, the all-hearing. He loves when His servants come to Him in humility and honesty. A sincere dua is like an arrow that never misses its target. Even if you don't see the answer immediately, know that Allah has heard it and stored it. Maybe He removes a calamity you never saw coming. Maybe He saves it for the hereafter. But rest assured, no sincere dua is ever wasted. At the end of the day, your dua doesn't need to be long, poetic, or perfect. It just needs to be real. Speak from the heart, and you will feel the sweetness of being truly heard by Allah. One of the most important conditions of dua is yaqeen, certainty in Allah's response. When you raise your hands to the sky, you must believe with all your heart that Allah can and will answer you in the best way. Doubt weakens your prayer, but trust strengthens it. The Prophet Muhammad has said, call upon Allah while being certain of being answered, and know that Allah does not respond to a dua from a heedless heart. This hadith teaches us two things. First, Allah wants us to expect His mercy, and second, we must be fully present when making dua. A distracted mind or a doubtful heart cannot carry the same weight as one filled with trust and focus. Think of it this way: when a child asks their parent for something, they don't wonder, will they hear me? Will they care? They know their parent is listening and wants what's best for them. If this is the case with human love, imagine Allah's love for you. The one who is Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, Al-Wadud, the most loving. Having certainty doesn't mean you'll get exactly what you want exactly when you want it. Rather, it means you trust that Allah's answer, whether it's immediate, delayed, or in a different form, is always for your benefit. Certainty is about surrendering control and saying, Ya Allah, I know you hear me, I know you love me, and I know you will give me what is best. When you make dua with this level of certainty, your heart finds peace even before the dua is answered. You don't obsess over timelines or outcomes, because you know Allah has already taken care of it. That sense of inner calm is itself a gift of dua. So the next time you ask Allah, remove doubt from your heart. Don't let Shaitan whisper, what if he doesn't answer? Instead, remind yourself, Allah is closer to me than my jugular vein. He knows my need before I even speak it, and He promised to respond. Pray with certainty, and watch how your connection with Allah deepens and how your life fills with unexpected blessings. When a child runs to their parent, they don't filter their words. They cry, complain, laugh, and ask without hesitation. They don't worry about sounding perfect. They simply trust that their parent will listen with love. This is exactly how Allah wants you to come to Him, raw, unfiltered, and honest. Too often we think dua has to be formal, filled with Arabic phrases or memorized supplications. While those duas are beautiful and powerful, Allah never restricted us to them alone. He gave us permission to talk to Him in any language, about anything, at any time. That freedom is a mercy. It means you can whisper your pain in the middle of the night, or pour out your dreams as you walk alone, and Allah is listening. The Prophet Muhammad taught that Allah loves when His servants call upon Him. In fact, He becomes angry when we don't ask. Why? Because turning to Allah shows that we recognize Him as the only source of help. Just like a child instinctively knows their parent is their refuge, a believer should instinctively turn to Allah as their ultimate protector and provider. So, how do you pour out your heart to Allah? Start by being completely open. Tell Him what hurts you, even if it feels small. Admit your weaknesses, your fears, and your mistakes. Share your goals and dreams, no matter how impossible they seem. Say, Ya Allah, this is what I want. I don't know how to get there, but I trust you to guide me. The beauty of talking to Allah like this is that you never have to hide. People may judge, misunderstand, or get tired of listening, but Allah never does. He is Al-Sami, the all-hearing, and Al-Basir, the all-seeing. He knows your heart already, but He still loves to hear your voice. When you pray like a child to a parent, your dua becomes alive. It's no longer a ritual. It's a real intimate conversation. And the more honest you are, the stronger your connection with Allah becomes. Remember this: the child who cries to their parent always finds comfort, and the believer who cries to Allah always finds peace. One of the biggest mistakes people make with dua is treating it like a shortcut without effort. They raise their hands, pour out their hearts, and then sit back waiting for results, forgetting that Allah commands us to tie our camel and trust Him. Dua is powerful, but it was never meant to replace action. It was meant to fuel it. Think about a farmer. He can pray for rain all he wants, but if he never plants the seeds, what will grow? In the same way, your dua must be followed by steps, even if they are small, towards the outcome you seek. If you ask Allah for success, work hard with honesty. If you ask for knowledge, open a book and study. If you ask for peace in your heart, cut off habits that disturb it. Dua plants the seed, but effort waters it. At the same time, effort alone isn't enough. How many people work tirelessly yet never find satisfaction? That's because they rely only on themselves, forgetting that true success comes only with Allah's permission. Patience and action are like the wings of a bird. Both are needed to fly. Your effort shows your sincerity, while your patience shows your trust in Allah's timing. The Prophet Muhammad reminded us that the believer's affair is always good. If something goes as they hoped, they are grateful. If it doesn't, they are patient, and both bring reward. That means your dua is never wasted. even if the result doesn't match your expectation. Sometimes Allah delays what you want to give you something better. Other times He protects you from harm you didn't see. And often, the real gift is not the answer itself, but the growth you develop while waiting. So, the formula is simple: ask Allah sincerely, take the steps you can, be patient with the process, and trust the one who controls all outcomes. Remember, dua is not magic, it is a dialogue with your Creator. And when paired with action and patience, it becomes the most powerful force in your life, shaping both your dunya and your akhirah. One of the most beautiful aspects of dua is that it doesn't only work in the ways you can see, it works in the unseen, in ways you may never realize until years later, or perhaps only in the hereafter. This is why belief in the unseen, al-iman bil ghaibi, is a cornerstone of faith, and dua is one of the clearest demonstrations of it. When you raise your hands and whisper your needs, you might not see angels carrying your dua up to the heavens. You might not hear how Allah responds to it instantly, but He does. Sometimes the effect of your dua is hidden, working behind the scenes. Maybe it's the accident you never had, the heartbreak you were protected from, the opportunity that was delayed so it could arrive at the perfect time. These are all answers to dua that the eye cannot always trace. The Prophet Muhammad had taught us that no dua goes unanswered. Allah responds in one of three ways: by granting what you asked, by delaying it until a better time, or by keeping it for you in the hereafter as a reward far greater than what you imagined. This means every dua is valuable. None are wasted. Even if you feel silence after your plea, remember that silence doesn't mean rejection. It means redirection. Believing in the unseen power of dua also strengthens your trust in Allah's wisdom. Human beings see only a small fragment of the picture, but Allah sees the full story, past, present, and future. So while you may beg for something you think is good, Allah knows whether it will harm or benefit you in the long run. This is why surrendering your dua with the words, "If it is good for me, make it easy, and if not, keep it away from me," is one of the purest forms of faith. The unseen world is not a mystery to Allah. It is part of His perfect design. Every dua you make echoes in that realm, reshaping your destiny in ways your eyes may never catch. But your heart will feel the difference, and your akhirah will show its rewards. So, believe in what you cannot see. Trust that every prayer is heard, recorded, and answered, in this life in protection, or in eternal reward. Because with Allah, nothing is lost. One of the most beautiful aspects of dua is that it doesn't only work in the ways you can see, it works in the unseen, in ways you may never realize until years later, or perhaps only in the hereafter. This is why belief in the unseen, iman bil ghaibi, is a cornerstone of faith, and dua is one of the clearest demonstrations of it. When you raise your hands and whisper your needs, you might not see angels carrying your dua up to the heavens. You might not hear how Allah responds to it instantly, but He does. Sometimes the effect of your dua is hidden, working behind the scenes. Maybe it's the accident you never had, the heartbreak you were protected from, the opportunity that was delayed so it could arrive at the perfect time. These are all answers to dua that the eye cannot always trace. The Prophet Muhammad taught us that no dua goes unanswered. Allah responds in one of three ways: by granting what you asked, by delaying it until a better time, or by keeping it for you in the hereafter as a reward far greater than what you imagined. This means every dua is valuable. None are wasted. Even if you feel silence after your plea, remember that silence doesn't mean rejection. It means redirection. Believing in the unseen power of dua also strengthens your trust in Allah's wisdom. Human beings see only a small fragment of the picture, but Allah sees the full story, past, present, and future. So while you may beg for something you think is good, Allah knows whether it will harm or benefit you in the long run. This is why surrendering your dua with the words, "If it is good for me, make it easy, and if not, keep it away from me," is one of the purest forms of faith. The unseen world is not a mystery to Allah. It is part of His perfect design. Every dua you make echoes in that realm, reshaping your destiny in ways your eyes may never catch. But your heart will feel the difference, and your akhirah will show its rewards. So, believe in what you cannot see. Trust that every prayer is heard, recorded, and answered in this life in protection or in eternal reward. Because with Allah, nothing is lost.